So it was, you know what I mean? It was like, poverty over there. You know what I'm saying? And cats is living rough. And the only rougher spot I've seen, in New York probably would be like definitely in the Bronx would probably be it's starting to rain. It'd probably be like Hunts Point. Hunts Point was crazy, rough. Oh my God. Carmen and them, they had to move to Hunts Point. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? I would start coming to check in Hunts Point. It was like, yo, it was crazy. Like, holes in the ceiling, like you looking up, you know what I mean, at the booth. It was crazy, no electricity. So, like in the wintertime, just fill up bottles of water, put it on a fire escape. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was rough. So anyway, this is where so my man, the Gonzalez brothers, the three brothers, Carlos, Jose, and David. You know what I'm saying? They was all my dudes. You know what I mean? Eventually, we got to have a lot of love and respect for one another. So they brought me into manage. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened is, like I said, they had different apartments. Like, because they had a hood, this was a hood building. You know what I mean? Run down, poor, neglected. So, it was like people taking over, especially the young cats, they taking over and they can put stuff in buildings. You know what I mean? In apartments. Like, this is for the guns. This part on the next floor is for, so they had about 5 apartments and you can move around. And so my job was basically to just, keep the picture. The picture is the one that that is making the hand-to-hand contact. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a little part-time job while I was going to school. But so I got crazy though because my job was to keep the picture plate full so that he can serve. And, protect the money, you know what I'm saying? And they gave me, they got a 380 somewhere, always in reach that, you know what I mean? So you grab and you do whatever. And so that was the setup, you know what I'm saying? So now they was getting their work from the Italians. And they wanted to change, they was going to stop getting their work from the Italians to the, from the Italians, they were going to start getting it from the Colombians. The Italians ain't like that. So that was the war right there. That started, the problem where they felt like they had to, rectify it. So, so the word came down to the, on the street level, it was like, yo, it's on and popping, be on point, And so they start bringing in, Puerto Ricans from, all over the place. You know what I mean? Niggas I ain't never seen before. And they we posting them on the roof. You know what I mean? Across the street, down the street. You know what I'm saying? So it like watching every car that came through, doors opening, windows going down. You know what I mean? Everything was real tense. You know what I'm saying? But the Italians they never pushed the issue. You know what I mean? They never came and ran down like they didn't they threatened to do. You know what I mean? And so by this time, that was the hardest beef that I had. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, in Plainfield where I grew up, it was a lot of beefs, especially running around with cheese, because everybody, little niggas, we had a pocket full of money, niggas hated us. You know what I'm saying? And then, the females was on it. So, we had our choice. So we come into town and we getting the baddest, the baddest chicks. You know what I'm saying? And of course he had the baddest, but I had the baddest friend, her friend or something, you know what I mean? So he was like, well, no. But we was just coming to snatch the chicks, man, niggas hated us, man. They hated us. When we come outside, niggas would be waiting outside for us. You know what I mean? Or niggas be stranded out there because, like I said, when me and him united, the like the team was large now. Like when we go down to South Jersey, go to the clubs and all of that, we'd be like 12 cars deep. You know what I mean? Like 50 niggas, like, you know what I mean, getting in the club. Like, okay, him, he get in, him, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so anyway, that's how it, you know, that was like the local beefs. You know what I mean? There was more fighting. Even in Plainfield, like, you know, when we came down to 3rd and Monroe, like, yo, the cast on Stebbins, they ain't like it. You know what I mean? We beefing heavy with them. You know what I mean? Then they you know what I mean? They like investigating, trying to set us up. I see the niggas, you know what I mean? Like I'm at on the East End, like washing my car. I had like a Mercury Capri, but it's like the same as the Mustang, Ford Mustang. Same thing, but the Mercury version. Anyway, I'm over down on the East End, washing my car. See these niggas coming down the block. My mom's living in like a dead end. It's like 3 blocks that just loop. You know what I mean? You don't accidentally go through there. So I'm sitting like, yo, what the? You know what I mean? So anyway, we was hot. Niggas from the projects. You know what I mean? I ain't know none of them niggas. You know what I mean? None of them niggas knew me. Now I'm running with cheese and shit. Excuse me. I didn't mean to curse. Running around cheese is like, yo, niggas was like, you know, at me. You know what I mean? They tried to get at me, they hurt him. You know what I mean? So it was crazy. But, you know, that was like, you know, norm. It wasn't like, you know, that much pressure. But like now in the Bronx, like the pressure, like, you know what I'm saying, more intense because it's like in New York, it could come when you nobody around. In Jersey, it's like, okay, here they come. You see the lights, they coming down the street. You know what I mean? But yo, it's like somebody can be right up on you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So if you not, that's why you watching videos cast in New York and they be like, yo, they be on everything moving. Every rat that cross the street, they see it. Every dog, stray dog, like, you know what I mean? Every car hitting the corner, they see it. Because it could come, like, somebody could get up close to you real quick and easy. You know what I mean? Like, in other places, it's like, you know, it's more, it's less people. You know? So anyway, that was the thing that prepared me for Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? And being under pressure because in Jamaica, yo, cats will try to bully you if you're not strong. So it's like, yo, you know, that's some real talk. Like if you come to Jamaica, you can't be no pussy. You know what I mean? Because niggas, you be niggas fool. You know what I'm saying? And you know, because niggas gonna try you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, Jamaica and Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the Caribbean. So it's like when America, like, you know, like you go to the poorest area, that's like where, you know what I mean, things are the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, like I said, like my coming up, you know, like having connections in Hunts Point and, you know what I mean, the South Bronx, and then Plainfield too, because Plainfield is hood. You know what I mean? Like I put my money on a nigga in Plainfield any day going up against, you know what I mean? Because, you know, niggas like wild out there. It's not like, anyway, you know, it's getting behind the point. So, to make a long story short, this is what set me up, where it's like I could come to Jamaica and then if somebody could try to apply pressure, you know what I mean, I know how to deal with it, you know? And so, through the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know, it taught us to be able to prove things and study and, you know, best rewarded studying history. You know, that's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? It smelled like my son burning his egg. I know he probably in there frying an egg, and I can smell his head. It smelled like cooking it too. He been cooking his food too long. But anyway, he don't want to listen to it. I tell him when yo, is he ready to flip over? Is ready to do this? So, you know, I guess he got his flavor how he wanted.
P Funk City G.